feel so alive.
Hey everyone, welcome to part 2 of my home / catch-all planner setup for 2024. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, I'm going to leave the link in the description down below so you can watch that, get caught up, and then come back to this video. So in the last video, we set up the monthly list tab, the long-term list tab, and now we need to go to our routine section. So I mentioned in the last video that I really want to simplify my planner. I'm using less inserts, I'm simplifying my system, and something else that I'm simplifying is just my routines. I've cut down on the number of things that I need to do for my routine. So on the back of this sheet, I have the weekly reset section, and this is basically my routine for Sunday afternoon where I get ready for the work week. So I've kind of like reduced the number of things that I'm doing here by a lot actually. Once again, I'm trying to simplify. So I just have on here make lunches, plan work wardrobe. So I basically pick out what I'm going to be wearing for work that week, water airplanes, and then complete weekly planning routine. So then I would reference this list here. Wash towels, bed sheets, and clothes. Put away laundry, and then meal prep for the week. And for that, I would reference my health fitness meal planner. So the weekly planning happens during the weekly reset where it says complete weekly planning routine. And so for that, I'll show you in my weekly spread, but it's basically, once again, it's very simplified compared to what I had before. Previously, I had this whole list for weekly reset, and now it's just here. And then for my planning routine, I have all of this, and then I kind of like simplified the steps. This schedule is actually very flexible because my work hours change so much. So sometimes I'm working 12-hour days, sometimes I'm working in the middle of the night, sometimes I'm working on the weekends. But this is like my ideal week if I got to pick what my schedule was every week. And I try to follow this for the most part if I can. My weekly schedule has also been simplified. So Monday through Friday, I'm literally just following my morning routine, going to work, coming home, and following my evening routine. And then on the weekends, I have working on my Etsy shop and filming YouTube videos and editing. The tasks that I'm going to be working on during these YouTube and Etsy time blocks are going to be written down in my home planner weekly layout. Also, planner updates. That is going to be when I reference my daily and weekly and monthly planning routine schedule. My planning routine tells me what days I need to update each planner. If you want to learn more about how this insert works, I'm going to leave the link in the description down below. But now that my routine section is done, you'll notice that I only have 2 inserts in here this year. I'm going to move on to the home management tab. And this first insert that I made says cleaning schedules. Since there is not going to be enough time in this video to explain how the cleaning schedule works, we'll cover this in next week's video, and I'll be giving away free cleaning schedule printables with that video. And then under collections, I'm gonna add birthdays. On the birthday insert, I'm going to write down the date of each birthday and the person's name next to the date. This is just going to act as a reference sheet. I'll be using this page to kind of help me fill out the monthly list with birthday info, and also to help plan in action steps like when I need to buy the gifts and cards so that they'll be ready to go by each person's birthday. And then the last tab is daily sheets. I like to use these when I have busy weekends to plan out Saturday and Sunday. It's good to have some on hand so I can quickly just transfer it to my weekly. The Last page here is the year at a glance. I decided I am not going to even try to use the year at a glance pages. I'm just taking them out of the planner. I'm not even going to stress out about it this year. Since I'm not using the year at a glance pages, I decided to cover it up using an old divider I had. So I just adhered the 2 pages together and then cut off the tab. I removed the year at a glance pages. They just don't work for me for the way I like to plan now. But I do want to still use the monthly spread. These are printable stickers from a Etsy shop called Grand Plans. The owner's name is Fran, and you've probably seen her comment on some of the videos on this channel. She is so nice, and I really encourage you to go over and check her shop out because she has so many different options. I also bought a kit to go on the weekly spread, but the theme is lavender, so I'll use that as we get closer to spring. I just printed and cut these out using my Cricut. It was so easy to do. This year, I'm going to be using the monthly spread just for scheduled events, appointments. So like I have parties on here. So I have like a family party here, a party for work here. And then I have my doctor's appointments. If I have a hair appointment, I'll add it to here. And then I have a section for my YouTube videos. And this is going to be kind of like where I'm planning out what I want to do. And then once I actually post the video, I'll write in the video that I posted, because a lot of times the plan changes due to, you know, like life happens and things change. I want to write down my filming schedule here, make sure I film a video every single weekend. And then I also have things like birthdays. So like here's a birthday here. And otherwise, I'm not going to add anything else to here. I'm not going to put bills on here. I just want to keep it simple, you know, so that I can easily see what it is I have going on. I look here and I say, oh, there's parties here, appointments here, birthday. And then I can write in the video schedule. I mentioned this in my last video, but I won't be decorating every single month, every single week. It's only when I feel like it. But this is just an example of what like a really simple week will look like if I want to use stickers but I don't feel like using a full sticker kit. If I don't feel up for using stickers, I'm just going to draw the lines in for these 2 headers and write in the header titles, and I'm done. This was really quick and easy to set up, and also I really like that I can easily see everything that I need to. This scheduled section is literally for things that are out of the ordinary. For the rest of my schedule, I am going to be referring to my weekly schedule, because this tells me that every week I have these events or these scheduled tasks to do and these routines to follow. It's like a reference, and I really don't need to keep rewriting my entire schedule out every single week because it does take up a lot of time. In terms of like a lot of the tasks that I will be working on, that's gonna come from my routines. So in the morning, I have my morning routine, and I'm gonna follow all of these tasks here, which includes cleaning. The tasks that I will be writing here, these are gonna all come from my monthly list. I'm going to set up top tabs. This is my first year using top tabs. Squared Plans had a video where she showed that she used the top tabs to kind of guide her to the places that she needed to go in her planner each day. And I just thought that that was such a clever idea. So the 4 tabs that I'm adding are today's routine, today's schedule, today's cleaning, and today's plans. Those are the 4 tabs that I need to access each day. I don't need to try to like fumble through my planner trying to find stuff. So I'm gonna link her video down below so you can watch it. So the tabs say today's routines, today's schedule, today's cleaning, and today's plans. So I'm going to put the first one here because these are the routines that I want to follow. Today's schedule is going to be the weekly schedule. today's cleaning. And then today's plans is just going to be the current week. To go over the weekly planning session. It says set up the scheduled section, so that's that section right here. Set up to-do section, this section here. There are 3 tasks grouped at the top. Those are the MITs. Add scheduled tasks for the monthly calendar and list. So for this week, the scheduled task is the doctor's appointment. So I added that to the schedule and then drew an arrow to indicate migrating it. Migrate incomplete tasks from previous week, so we can't do that in this example because it hasn't happened yet, but I would check my previous week and then transfer anything that didn't get done over here, schedule it in. Transfer relevant tasks to future monthly lists, someday maybe, or delete. So in the case that I had tasks that didn't get done from this week, sometimes if I realize, oh, it's actually not that important, that's when I would transfer it to this someday maybe list here. So when it says schedule a monthly task with deadlines, here is an example of a task with a deadline. So I'm saying it's due January 14th to create the February cleaning schedule. So I am going to add that in here. And then schedule a monthly list tasks without deadlines. So that's this example of organize and update business expenses. I want to very quickly show you what like a typical day using my planner would look like. So the first thing is I go to my today's routines top tab and I can reference this so I know exactly what I need to do in the morning. And part of the morning routine says complete cleaning schedule tasks. So that means that I would flip to the cleaning schedule tab. I complete the morning routine, then I flip to today's schedule. We'll say it's like a Saturday. Once I get to YouTube plus Etsy, that's when I would go to my schedule for that week. And my YouTube plus Etsy tasks will be written down right here, and I'll just complete everything that needs to be done. I don't really need a lot of space for writing down individual tasks because I have found that lately the tasks that I'm working on are things that take like 7 hours to do. Like if I'm editing a video, I'm not going to have a ton of tasks to do that day. I think that this new layout is going to be really good for me. I hope that this video gave you some ideas for setting up your planner. If you want to see more ideas, check out this video next, and I'll see you next Saturday. Bye!